So I'm just gonna give you guys some time to work through some similar problems. So either what is the formula or name of the following molecules? All right, so let's just come back together and go through each of these one by one. So PBr5. We're going to, since it's a chemical formula, go through our naming convention. First is phosphorus, phosphorus, and second is bromine. Since this is the second element that is being listed, we're going to drop the suffix of the INE, and we're going to add the IDE. So far we have phosphorus bromide. Now we can see we only have one phosphorus present at the beginning, which means we drop the mono. There's nothing extra that we need to add in front of the phosphorus. Our bromide, there are 5 of them. So we're going to add the prefix of penta in front of the bromide. Phosphorus pentabromide. 1 phosphorus, 5 bromines, 1 molecular compound. All right, sulfur hexafluoride. We can see again an example of there is only 1 sulfur, and we can assume this because there's nothing present out in front. There's no, like, not even a mono that is listed. So our sulfur, there is only 1 of it. I'm just gonna write it over here for more space. Sulfur. Hexafluoride, hexa meaning that we have 6 of our fluorines, fluorine with a subscript of 6. And that is our chemical formula for sulfur hexafluoride. All right, FCl. We're going to write out the elemental name that is listed first, fluorine, and chlorine comes second. And since it comes second, we're gonna drop the suffix and add IDE, so we're looking at fluorine chloride. Now to specify that we only have 1 of these chlorines, we're going to add a mono in front of it. And because fluorine is the first element, we drop the mono. So our total name here is fluorine monochloride. All right, second from the end, dihydrogen monoxide. Our first name tells us that we have 2 hydrogens, and our second name tells us that we have 1 oxygen. Well, would you look at that? Dihydrogen monoxide is the fancy scientific name for water. So if you really want to wow your friends and family over midterms, Thanksgiving, Christmas, just tell them that you learned this neat fact. Dihydrogen monoxide is the proper scientific name for water. All right, and last but not least, nitrogen dioxide. We have 1 nitrogen present. Dioxide meaning that we have 2 of our oxygens. And here we can see that we've gone in the reverse of the previous example that we've just listed, right? So on the previous slide, if we go backwards, we started with NO2 and we named it nitrogen dioxide. And now moving forward, I gave you guys sneakily the name of nitrogen dioxide, and here you wrote the formula. So if we know the prefixes, if we're explicitly given the prefixes, again, we know exactly how many of each element need to be present inside of this chemical formula. It's actually a much more straightforward way for writing and naming things as opposed to the ionic method.